Yes, I did just start the stream with an ah. In part, I am so scatterbrained today, guys. So completely and totally scatterbrained. Come on. There we go. Alright. So, I'm not sure why our tip jar glitched yesterday and was basically empty. Apparently today it's got tokens in it. I don't know what's going on there. That's weird. Let's see here. Today is Tuesday. I almost said it was Wednesday. You'd think I would have thought it was Monday. Alright. Delicious. Alright, so let's do this. Oh, by the way, Coda has decided she is not going to eat any more dairy bones at all. She has turned, like, at some point earlier today, I just tossed out a bunch of them on the floor. And they're still there. Well, most of them are still there. I don't know if it's they're too hard, or she has decided she doesn't like their flavor, or what. So I refilled our jar with the other treats that I bought. And she's itching to get a treat right now. She's just been bugging me. We're just gonna go ahead and do one of these. Find it. It's still gonna be only 3 TRA ATSs for treats. Alright, I apparently drank too much soda too fast earlier. Wahoo. So these are a little bit smaller, which is good for me because Coda's been packing on some weight from all the treats during streams, which is the thing that I was probably the most afraid of. I've been pretty good about making sure she stays a healthy weight. Are you gonna come over here? Are you gonna show people how excited you are for new treats? You gonna come here and get the other ones? Get the last one. That's it. That's it. All gone. Really? Did you go be a good girl? I says, no, I was gonna be a demanding pupper. Because that's what I do. That's what I do. I gonna get your ear. Ah. Hola. I love you. Do you love your mama? Oh, you do? Yeah. Do you love the housemate? Do you love your uncle? You do? Yeah. Are you a good girl? You are. What a good girl. Are you making everybody in the audience deaf? Did you make the whole pack deaf? Everybody deaf? Oh, you got no answer for that, huh? Give mama a high five? Oh, what a good girl. It was probably completely off screen, but that's okay. I get this puppy dog. Ah! I grab you by your ruff. To be fair, or to be like clear, when I grab her ruff, I do grab it. Like, yeah, I pull just a little bit. And I'll shake it a little bit. It's not any harder than if she was play fighting with another dog. And she will always tell me if I do grab it too hard. She will give me the, oh god, mom, you grabbed me too hard. which does happen occasionally. It's not that I'm intending to. And she's usually very receptive to me apologizing. So, there's that. Is you the good girl? Did you come here give Mama a hug? Can I have a hug? Come. Where put you? Come and give Mama a hug? Daughter says nope. No hugs? You're a good girl. It's okay. I see that smile. You got a pretty smile. Is you yelling at your mama? What are you yelling at Mama for? Don't yell at your mama. I love you, baby. Okay, Mom's gonna go play video games. Is that okay? I have no idea if you guys are hearing any of this. I'm having a conversation with Coda. Is it okay if Mama plays video games? Okay, Mama's gonna play video games. And if anybody wants to know what's up with this, I haven't gotten around to fixing this, which was the dream catcher that Kylan made for me when I was working at Regis. Well, when we were both working at Regis. It was a Secret Santa gift. Oop. Sorry, guys. And I was trying to burn off the codifer that had built up on the whole thing. And I kind of made the web go poof. So I need to fix it. And what I should really do is I should take it to a Native American and be like, yo, a friend of mine made me a dream catcher. And specifically a Native American craftsperson, not just walk up to random Native American on the street and be like, so, friend of mine, not Native American, made me his dream catcher. I was a dum-dum head and made it go poof. I understand the importance and significance of this item, and I would like to pay you to repair it. Here are the ornaments that were on it. Here is the hoop. It does not have to be identical. Would you, for commission, be willing to then repair? I guess it wouldn't really be repairing, it would be making a new one. Because the only thing that's left of the Dreamcatcher is the hoop. I'm a bad person. I loved it. It was really pretty. I miss it. But I've had that nautical star for a lot longer. I forget where I bought it. I always intended that I was going to buy like paint pens and whatever, and I was going to like spiffy it up, and then I was always going to wrap it with like flowers and vines and stuff, and I never got around to it. But the major reason that I bought it was it looks like a pentacle. You know? And kind of like my pentacle. Right? Anyways, let's go ahead, and we spent a long time yesterday with me eating at the beginning of stream. And there was a lot of not stream at the beginning of the stream. Yes, I'm back to my regular headset because the other headset that I was using yesterday has to be paired every time you want to use it with the sound card. It's kind of annoying. I could probably keep it paired with a regular Bluetooth adapter, but I haven't tried that. We've got jasmine tea, soda, water, And we have the party here. We're gonna go ahead and go save Aerith. This time we don't have to do anything with the hands, because all the ladders should be down.
This won't take long.
I should probably change things up here, because I don't know if Barrett has...
Told you so.
Does Barrett have his thing memorized? I don't know. Barrett. Okay, you have Lifesaver memorized. That you have...
Oh.
Never mind, we can... Wait, what about Tifa? Tifa's got Star Shower memorized. Everybody's got everything memorized. We don't have to worry about people not knowing their stuff. Boom. Boom. And that's already been got. So really the only things that we have to find are boxes. So I'm not going to bother looking for little hidden things unless we end up on a different path.
There, that way. We'll have to fight our way through.
God, I have to sneeze,
But it's our only
guys. I
shot.
have to sneeze. I have to sneeze. Oh, God. I'm so sorry. Obtained a Mega Potion! And a Moogle Medal! And an Echo Mist.
No problem.
Oh, you guys are new. Ah, crap, you're gonna be dead.
I got your number.
Ringmaw, weak to cold.
Would kill for a shower.
Alright, let's see. I pass that way, and... You... are a nothing burger? Oh, hey, look! More new guys!
Scum, no mercy.
Wasn't gonna.
Seriously, Cloud? Nobody else has the ability to scan people. Okay, good.
You're up.
I still haven't found an enemy skill materia.
Finish him off. See ya. Bring it.
You're good at this.
Told you so.
Okie dokie.
Quick and clean. Take the lead.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Bring it. Come on.
How'd you like that? Oh, you in trouble now.
Wahoo!
Nothing to it.
I used spray for the first time. Or at least I think it was the first time we spray. Why did I think this was another direction? Like, another way to where I'm already going. Not like another direction. There's only one direction. I'm sorry. I 100% apologize for that very bad joke. Especially since I don't think I could name you even one singular One Direction song.
Let's give him hell.
And
Hey,
then
look, it's... Oh, and... Really? But I don't want the both of you. One of you, fine.
do it right.
Two of you sucks. Hey, you scans both of them. Oh, and I can't do spells. Because of Smogger. I mean, I could totally
breather.
Guess it's my turn.
use an Echo Mist. I have enough of them.
Gonna make your eyeballs pop.
Ow! Oh no, Smogger! No! Stop!
Get your ass out of here.
Nope.
Come on. Sorry.
Let
No
me handle
choice.
this.
Hold on. I'm coming.
Oh, seriously? Tifa got dieted? No dieting?
Hope you're ready.
Let's turn this around.
Not my best work.
Yeah, no kidding. Not your best work. How many crickets? I can't believe I let Tifa get dieted. Yes, I know. I'm being silly. I know how to say dead. Killed. Not alive. MDK. Heavy duty bracer? What's that? Heavy duty bracer. Allows for 3 materia to be slotted. Awesome. Let's see here. I have another weapon that has stuff on it. Alright. Wait. What are you wearing? You're wearing a leather bracer? Studded bracer would be improvement. Wahoo! Moogle medal!
Bring it.
The bastards.
No surprises there.
Gotta be really quick when you're taking on any of Beck's badasses or anybody like that, because they can mug you. And if they get away before you get back your gil or your item or whatever it happens to be, you don't get that back.
About damn time. Hell yeah.
Maybe dial it back a little.
Wow. still taken out by the whatever I got taken out by after the battle. That's incredible. Bottle of ether. Ether, aether.
Not so fast. You want to come through here? You'll need to provide due compensation. You again?
Yep, me again.
Friends of yours?
That line, we go way back.
Golden opportunity right here.
Okay.
Stay down, asshole.
You don't have fire.
Hate to do this to you. Golden opportunity right here.
All set. There.
Ain't got nothing on me.
Woohoo! You'll notice these guys don't disappear when you're done. Still. And hey, if I've got anybody out there in the audience who is lurking, please, I mean, it's
Those that
completely alright to lurk. I don't mind it. But if you don't mind engaging just a little bit, maybe using some of the channel points that you're earning, give Coda some treats, or have her do a trick, or play a sound effect, the engagement would really help my numbers, and I would really appreciate it. Hey! I recognize that name. I haven't seen you in a long time, young man.
Over there.
huh? That a way out?
I'm almost afraid to go back. To see it with my own eyes.
Tifa.
Can I give Coda some treats?
Come on.
Hey, there we go. One moment here. Why do I not have this ready today? Thank you. Hey, Coda Butch. Coda. You want a treat? Wait. You wanna come up here and get a treat? Eat it, baby. Oh, careful. Good girl. Good girl. Like your mama's a good girl, huh? Yeah. How's it going? Oh, you want a hug? That's more difficult because I only do dog safe hugs, which means that I don't get to pick her up or anything. And I don't have a camera that's really super well. Come here and give mama a hug. Give mama a hug. Yeah? Oh, get a hug. Did he get you? Oh. Get your butt? No, it is not time. It is not time for outside. Oof. Sorry, guys. It's not time for outside. It's not. No, I don't care how cute you look. Just 5 minutes later, you're going to want to come back inside. You can make it until it's time for the end of the stream. You do every day. You come here and lay down? $60 dog bed. She hardly wants to use it. So, how's it hanging? Where am I? I lost track of where I am. There I am. Stop trying to act like you're playing Elden Ring. That key is not going to do anything. Key, button, shoulder, whatever. I'm having a hard day. You know what's funny? She almost never uses the people bed either. I have tried forever to get her to come up on the bed and lay with me. I have a queen-size bed. Not interested. She'd rather lay under the bed.
Does it look like we can go this way? No. There's monsters everywhere.
Pretty sure this ought to take us straight to the Sector 5 slums.
Most of the time during the day, she spends most of her time laying on the linoleum. Probably because the basement floor is cooler than anywhere else in the entire house. You know, what is the temperature of the actual floor?
You're alive!
Well, that's just sad. It's the floor is 77 degrees.
Who else made it out?
Of course, my desk is 85 degrees, so...
It's fine.
I'm just glad you survived. Gives me hope for the others.
This is bad. I don't even know where to start. We can't afford to lose any more lives. Not now. We need able-bodied men and women.
Okay, he's clearly... Weimer is clearly not going to give me any more information that I want.
I really hope that all my friends are okay.
I'm sure they are, honey. Don't worry.
I really hope that all my friends are okay.
I'm sure they are, honey. Don't worry.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm guessing you...
Never know what you're gonna run into out there. Best be prepared.
I guess now I recognize you.
Careful out there.
Sector 7, huh?
Yeah. Left a few things behind.
I see. I know it's not much, but it's all I got.
Now you're the... Oh no, you're the weapons guy. Well, I mean, yeah. Or we're meant to think that. I'm actually very confused because I have beat this before. So I know how it ends. Let's see here. Tifa. No. Yeah, I'll hold off just in case. All right. Should have got one for Barrett. Why didn't I get one for Barrett? So I don't care about Barrett? Why do I not care about Barrett? That's so... I don't think I actually purchased it. Now I'm having one of those days. More or less, everybody's so overpowered for everything going on right now that it doesn't really matter. And this is not a new game plus or anything. This is the first time through on the PC version.
Let's see what's on the other side.
Barrett, who made you the party leader? You sure as hell didn't.
Finally, I could use some fresh air.
Damn it! I still can't believe this happened.
Because, you know, it's real smart to run through the underground right after, I don't know,
Sector 6 is right over there.
thousands and thousands of tons fell right on top of the area. Everybody should be evacuating from this tunnel, not sitting in it.
I hadn't made it out here.
Don't say that. Things will work out. They always have.
Okay, so that's something we have to come back for later.
I suppose you're right.
That one was a lot closer.
That's funny, I just heard that exact same abbreviation on the Young Turks earlier. Different reason.
My God.
Just a little more. Come on. Come on.
It won't budge.
Make room.
Morrow, you're alive.
With me. Ready? And...
Great job, guys.
Turns out she's got, you know, compartment syndrome from having her leg crushed and somebody has to amputate her leg. Then she gets fat embolus and she dies. Sorry, that's an episode of House.
What now?
Don't know. Find something. Anything.
Been back
That does seem to be his solution to most things. I want to know how he reloads. I never see him reload.
Okay. First the bar, then the rest.
Careful. The roads are a mess. Watch your step or you'll wind up in a hole.
Hello! Anybody out there? If you can hear
I
me,
take
say
it that little
something.
Marlene safe and sound? That little girl's a hell of a lot stronger than you might think.
No.
I take it that little Marlene safe and sound?
Anybody out there?
You know, we can avoid all the talk about the hygiene and whatnot. I'm more interested in the mechanics of the gun arm itself than his hygiene issues.
Can you hear me? Anyone there?
It's probably just got a water attachment anyways. It's a walking bidet.
Hey! Hey!
Sorry. Maybe I'm not sorry. Oh yeah, Seventh Heaven is a disaster, guys. Ah, you've known how to do it for
Tifa.
a long ass time.
Get back!
Shit.
Hear that?
That's Wedge's cat.
What?
Yep, that's Wedge's kitty. I have no idea if that's
Let's
Mr.
follow.
Biggs or Tifa's?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I'm pushing. Oh, way to go, guys. You just almost squished the kitty. Man.
Is this all that's left of Wedge's place?
No, I think Cloud is more likely to be the one to try to, Disarm the kitty. Let me go. I would like to follow the kitty cat.
Hey! We're coming down! Stay right where you are! This place reeks of Shinra.
And it was right below your feet. In that way. Ah, man. I just remembered this splits up the party. There better not be any yakmen. Just the girl who knows there are no yakmen. And legitimately does not like the yakmen. Any reason. I don't like playing as Barrett.
Tifa! Cloud! Shout if you can hear me! Hey!
Oh, sweet
If there's no
Jeebus.
path, you gotta make one.
Now, first, Barrett, we need to look around. Okay, there's nothing here that we need to grab other than maybe this bench. And check the, vending machine. I don't like playing as Barrett. He was never one of my favorite characters. Good lord, I have 94 potions.
Hang in there. Must be a secret Shinra facility. Oh yeah, another one in the bag.
Oh man, I don't remember being forced to do those basically one at a time. Okay, good. Eric. You missed one. Eric, you missed one. God. Fucking... You know what? F this.
You really want to throw down with me? Ain't no thing.
A good thing you can't get damaged from your own weapon.
You like that? And don't come back.
I swear there was an achievement for breaking all these boxes down here on the PS4 version. Which I, of course, would have gotten because I'm obsessive about that sort of thing. And yet I keep saying F it here.
Throw down with me? Suck it. See ya. Da 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 da.
I don't know who's worse, Prompto or Barrett.
Suck on this. Huh.
I missed a bunch. What are you talking about? Barrett!
Suck on this.
God, you're just like my mod. Who is apparently late today. Which is fine. She's human. She doesn't have to be here. I totally missed a bunch of them. That one's busted. Barrett, over here. Dumbass. Oh, that's as much as I'm gonna do.
How
Oh,
long it take him to build all
well,
this?
I mean,
beneath our feet?
sometimes she has to take care of bots for me, which is probably the most common thing she has to do for me. She's never actually had to mute anyone. It's just rarely, if ever, more than one person in my chat at a time, other than her.
Want some more? Yeah. Bang, bang. Yeah. Ooh, gotta love it. Damn it. Still. Ah. Suck it. Time for a serious ass whooping. Huh. And don't come back.
It doesn't actually like, you don't actually have to pick up the stuff that falls. It's auto-picked up, so I don't really have to worry about running over things.
Man, you'd think they dug halfway to hell.
Well, they totally did. You're gonna have to fight the what was the Balrog.
See ya. Da-da-da-da.
Good news about cringe. Which cringe? The I usually try, at least on stream, to stay away from politics, but I'm guessing that we're something political that I probably heard when I was listening to the news that I'm not remembering off the top of my head. Other than the fact that Dr. Oz is an absolute moron.
Get your ass out of here. Catch you sleeping. Huh. And don't come back.
Okay, well then you will have to fill me in, because like I said, a lot of times things go in one ear and out the other, because I'm busy doing things at work, for work. And then I spend like 2 hours after work listening to political commentary, but not necessarily paying as much attention as I should.
Ooh, gotta love something. How'd you like that? Oh yeah, another one in the bag.
I don't know, Barrett, how did he like that?
Throw down with me? See ya. Huh.
Ow.
Ah. Get your ass out of here. Huh. And don't come back.
Why do I not put an assess on Barrett? Did I miss a path? Why do I always do this to myself? I always do this to myself. Did miss a path.
Suck on this.
I'm not sure I get that reference. It would probably be easier if I heard it instead of saw it. So I'm guessing that there's something that I'm missing in the translation from text to speech. Are you gonna stay stopped? Are we done? Are you stopped? You didn't explode.
Just no escape in the mist there.
Explodies! Wait, is there... Oh, there's...
Suck on this!
Who's sucking on what, Barrett? Barrett? Do me a favor, bud. Try shooting where I'm actually pointing.
You really want to throw down with me? See ya!
I still have not put an assess on him.
You're gonna enjoy burning it all down.
Don't ask why I have 2 assesses. I have even more heals. I have like 5 heals. Most of which are maxed out. Okay. Run, Barrett, run! Ooh.
Tifa! Hey!
Bugs.
Tifa! You okay?
To tell you the truth, not really. I think there's a nest around here somewhere. Can you take care of it?
I got you.
Ha! Bring it!
Ow.
Bingo!
Barrett, my man.
Yeah. Sorry.
I stream until about 9:30, between 9:30 and 9:45, depending on where I find a good leaving off spot. So I got a while yet. 'Cause it's not even 8 yet.
Give me your best shot.
I don't want to hit you with my best shot.
Tifa! Where's Cloud?
I don't know.
Well, he can take care of himself. We've got bigger issues. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
All right. Gotta go find Wedge. Come on.
Gotta go into all the things. If I could make Tifa the party leader and she would actually be the leader outside of combat, I would do that. Woo! Text you when I'm free. Okay.
I'm afraid to ask, but did you just shoot your way?
Hey, it's a Lunix!
Worked, didn't it?
Got one person leaving, another person coming in. Go to pooch. Are you gonna come here and get a treat? Come here. The treats do not want to come into my hand. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. What kind of a game should we play for work? I don't know. One called Pandemic? Party Popper! Enix would like to give you treats. Will come here? We swapped out the dairy bones because she doesn't like them.
Faelyn cheer decks one.
Hi, Titi Poppy girl. Well, thanks for the bit. Has he got a waggy tail? Oh, it's got a waggy tail. Yeah. I love you. But I love you. What? You say I love you? What? You say I love you? Oh, good girl. Close enough anyways. Alright, alright. That is a very loud fan. Let's kill this fan over here. Barrett. You are my least favorite character to control. Oh, goodness gracious. Now we got a total of 50 bits. That is the most bits I've received aside from the very first ever bits I ever got, which was the day after I got my affiliate. So thank you very much for the bits.
Want some more? How'd you like that?
Jiminy crickets. Want some more? What?
Worked up a good
What
sweat.
are you trying to tell me I can shoot at? It helps if you push the right button for shooting. Hey, I can admit when I make a mistake. Oh, because I totally needed more ice materia. This is what happens when you buy too much materia at the start of the game. Not the F and Y button. I need to learn to put my phone on mute. I have too much stuff on my desk. I have too much stuff in general, to be completely honest. There's just too much stuff pushing the Y button. Here we go. I had to try to make sure that I didn't have my friend's name on here, because, you know, don't want to give away personal information, but... I kind of love that picture of Venom, or that gif of Venom. That's awesome. And by the by, I do use GIF and GIF interchangeably, because it just depends on the way my brain decides to process that abbreviation in the moment. And the creator of the graphics interchange protocol, or whatever format, not protocol. He uses GIF, but he said himself that he doesn't really care, and people should call it however they feel. Yes, in the moment.
That thunder I hear? Ah! 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 Time to fry.
Ooh, whoa, no. Damn it. That would have counted as a dodge. That one wouldn't have. Neither would that. Get out of the corner. All right, I will provide TRATs to the KODA in a moment. God damn it, Barrett. I have. You know what? I hate you. I frickin' hate Barrett. I do not like being forced to play as Barrett. He sucks. He doesn't suck. I just don't like the way... Ooh, Jiminy Crickets. Didn't know. Stop. I don't have... Ow. That was not good. Stop it! No! I don't have... Now I should have it. What do you have? You have chocobo chick.
We're counting on you.
Can I please? No! I'm gonna switch because she has auto heal on her, or auto cure.
We can't go on like this.
I was really hoping that she would heal Barrett, but she didn't. Oh, Barrett had heal too. I'm a dummy. Everybody should have heal. That way I don't have to worry about it. Completely forgets that everybody has heal. I'm not blonde, you're blonde. I'm sorry. Oh, the chocobo chick? Yeah, it is. It's really cute. I don't know where she is. She has apparently wandered off. Got a puppy! Oh, there's a puppy! I'll go come up here. Yeah? What's your girl? I give mama a kiss? I just got punched in the face. One more. This is for... Oh, oh, oh. You do okay. That's for giving mama a kiss. Go, go, go. You're a good girl, Quarter Pooch. I don't know why I'm sitting so funny today.
Hey, you think Wedge is holding up okay?
Of course he is. He's a lot tougher than people think. Probably sleeping soundly, dreaming about his death.
You're right. We should treat him to a nice meal when he gets back. His choice.
Pizza! You know it's gonna be pizza. We all know it's gonna be pizza.
Not so fast.
I freaking love Star Shower. That is one of the most amazing abilities ever. Oh boy, it's a bunch of bugs.
Get your ass out of
We still have not scanned these guys.
here. Off and away. Huh.
See ya.
See ya.
Healing leveled up. I don't know which one he leveled up though.
Get your ass out of here. How'd you like that?
Barrett, can you shoot?
Ain't no thing.
Too late.
Suck it. Oh, we're
There.
done here. Gotta stay on my toes if I'm gonna make.
Oh my god, I'm a dummy. I'm a giant dummy. Did I mention that I'm a giant dummy? I completely forgot that he had a whole nother thing here. Ew. Okay. I also just realized that I picked up this new weapon, put it on, and did not bother to check to see if I had materia slots available first. I think I've just been invited to a thing. Not like a thing where you have to go somewhere or do anything. More like to sub to a YouTube channel. Yeah, I know. I'm a giant dummy. Leave me alone. Damn it. Barrett, what did you have? You had that. Barrett.
Get out of here alive.
I mean, it's not the Fomian card cult, so there's that. You know, Ill Will Press is still making content, right? Yep. I still haven't used a single Mega Potion. I should probably stop buying them. Oh, Ill Will Press, he still does the Foamy cartoons. He's got them on YouTube now. He's also the creator of Pumpkin Guy. How many of these do I have? I have one. It's on Cloud. I was right, I didn't actually buy it. Well, let's put one on Barrett then. No, that's not what I wanted. Yep. Foamy is still as abrasive and on point as usual. Although some of his hot takes, I'm at the point of I don't always agree with all of his hot takes. Sure, why not? I don't have any of those left. Anything to smash? Nothing to smash? Okay, on we go. Again! With the moving people who are obviously injured without checking to make sure they're okay before you move them.
Making me worry like that. I'd kick your ass if you didn't look like shit. Thank God.
Thank you. Okay, let's go.
Sure.
Let's just roll over this guy who could possibly have a broken neck or a broken spinal column somewhere and pick him up.
What is this? Barrett!
I don't like these things. It's a thing I don't like. No me gusta. Which is the only language I know how to... Spanish is the only language I know how to say I don't like it in.
Are they Shinra experiments?
But if that's the case, then it's only right we put the bastards down.
Doesn't really matter which one I assess, it's going to assess all of them. I should really actually... Oh, I don't have space. Fine. Wow, that particular skill gains proficiency. I speak English. It's my native language, I promise. I'm not assess. I only needed to use that skill twice.
Of course there's more.
You could?
Like you even gotta ask. Yeah!
I remember right, these guys are like idiots and they just keep coming. That was excellent. Muy bueno. There, yes, there. No, that's got a gate. Why is that got a gate? Because it's a game, and that's the way the game works. Oh, I don't like that. Come down here. How am I supposed to get up there to get you? I need to sneeze. Oh! No, seriously. There's no indication on the floor where to go. It has been a really long time since I did this. At least a year and a half. Stop it! Too many crickets, you're even interrupting my ability to dodge.
Getting real tired of this shit.
This is ridiculous.
We gotta close that duct. Tifa, you're up.
Oh, that's
Okay,
why.
cover me.
We gotta close that duct. Tifa.
Are we proving that I'm not a dummy? Or that I speak English?
Tifa!
Oh boy, there's a giant one behind us now.
Yeah. Hang in there.
All of the above, huh?
It's using its friends as weapons? Come on!
Hey, Tifa! Heads up! You scared of now?
What? Seriously? There!
Ooh, gotta love it. Tifa, watch out!
Right in the face. What? Where in the...
That was close.
I'm up here and I'm supposed to be doing something. I swear it was about closing a freaking duct. Not the ability I was trying to use. How we're supposed to... Is it closed? I don't think it's closed.
Stay strong.
Well, I'm not able to get down from here.
Gotcha. Bingo. Gotcha. There. Give it up. Heads up. Yeah. Just barely. There. Bring it. Gotcha. What? Ha. There.
There was no up.
Bingo.
Jiminy crickets, Tifa!
Not throwing in the towel. Come on. Aha. Give it up.
Come on!
Yeah. Hope you're ready.
I bit him in the face, huh?
The hell is that?
It absorbed it?
It's not supposed to be able to... Oh, I didn't even bother to check what it was. No, it's weak to Frickin' ice. What do you mean it absorbed it? Ow! Barrett. Quick. Oh good, everybody has Kiraga.
Getting tired.
Look!
Well, that sure looks like a weak point to me.
Wahoo! Jeez, Cloud, just in time, mister.
You're up.
Late to the party and you giving me orders? Hell yeah! So how'd you manage to track us down?
Followed the trail of bullet holes. There's nobody else I know who'd leave that kind of mess.
Not to mention all the brass lying all over the floor.
Oh God, were those...
People?
Yeah. That's the Shinra I know.
Ow.
Cloud?
I gotta be honest, I kind of like the way the story runs in the remake better than the original. Characters feel more fleshed out, and those who aren't super fleshed out right away feel like they have a story arc that fills in those gaps.
What the hell was that?
The Cloud feels less like a blank slate for you to just project yourself onto, which is kind of what he was in Final Fantasy VII. So it's kind of, I like it better than the original, but I still love the original.
Everything
It was
else
my
you-
first Final Fantasy game,
Let's go.
to be fair. I do miss leveling up alls and selling them, though. It was good money making.
Cloud,
Good kitty.
I am still Barrett. Ugh. And Barrett is just carrying Wedge like he's a hunk of meat.
I want you to take Wedge back for me. I'm gonna look around for the others. He made it, didn't he? They could still be alive.
Dude, the others were still on the pillar.
I saw them both at the pillar. Jesse and Biggs. Saw how bad they were hurt. I'm sorry, but...
Don't.
They've returned to the planet.
They were supposed to return to us.
I know the feeling, Barrett.
But if we stop now, they'll never let us live it down. So, we carry that weight.
I want to know which cat Tifa is carrying. Is it Mr. Smalls? If it's a Bigamous Rex? I forgot the third cat's name.
I'm sorry. I truly am. We had no other place to go, and...
I would never leave a wounded man out on the street.
Elmira, I know what you said, but you have to let us go after Aerith.
Not this again.
We found an underground Shinra lab, where they've done human testing. This wasn't the first time, and it won't be the last. I know these people, and I know they're never gonna let Aerith go. She's the last living ancient on the planet. Think about what that means to Shinra's scientists. Especially to that son of a bitch, Hojo. We're all just numbers and meat to him. But...
Please, I need some time to think. You've all had a long day. Why don't you go upstairs and get some rest?
I can't remember if Hojo, other than being mentioned... Yes, nope, never mind, he is. Once we get to the Shinra building. Also, that's the first time anybody has mentioned Hojo in the entire game. Also, Cloud is hallucinating. And apparently cannot run. See, that's Aerith. But Aerith isn't here.
How is this? Is this a dream?
Maybe. You tell me.
You okay?
Don't I look it? I used to live in the Shinra building, back when I was really little.
Your mom told us.
Right. So it kind of feels like I've gone back to my childhood home, you know? Honestly, it's not that bad.
So what? You want to stay?
Come on, Cloud. Don't be silly.
Your mom's really worried too.
Two? So you're worried about me?
Of course I am.
I'm sorry about that. Really.
Is that...
Oh.
Everyone
You guys probably
dies
didn't hear her,
eventually.
but she squeaked at me.
I suppose.
So we need to make the most of the time we have. To live our lives the way we want to live. Every minute, every moment matters.
I'll remember that.
Good. So...
You need to embrace this moment. Right?
I'm glad I met you, Cloud. I really am. I'm grateful for all the words we've shared, for all the moments and the memories. You've made me more happy than you know. And I'll always cherish what you've given me. But whatever happens, you can't fall in love with me. Even if you think you have, it's not real.
Do I get a say in all this?
It's almost morning. Time to go.
I'm coming for you.
If that's what you want. Thank you.
It'll be interesting to see how they handle this. Cloud's actual origin in this particular version of the game.
You've done more for us than we deserve. I won't forget this. If you ever need anything, all you gotta do is holler.
Happy to help out, however I can.
Elmira.
I've been thinking about what you said.
She's calling out to me. I can feel it.
We all can. So please. She's our friend. We have to help her.
Eva, your ponytail is too low.
Mm-hmm.
I always knew it was coming. Knew that one day I'd have to say goodbye to my baby girl. But not yet. Please, bring her back to me.
Sorta.
Daddy!
Marlene.
Are you going?
I'm sorry, honey. I wish I didn't have to. I wish I could be with you all the time. I really do. But if I stay here, I can't fight out there. Some bad people are trying to hurt the planet. And Daddy and his friends are trying to stop those bad people. The slums, your friends, the whole planet. It's Daddy's job to protect it. And that's why I've got to go. You remember that nice girl who came to find you? Well, now we have to go find her. And when we bring her home, you need to say thank you, okay?
Okay. That girl, she was kinda...
What?
Nothing. You should help her.
We will.
You'll come back, right?
Of course, I promise.
Okay. You can go.
It's not that funny, but it's funny, okay? The idea of getting your child's permission to go somewhere.
She's tougher than me. Alright, time to get some payback.
Don't forget why we're doing this.
I know. To rescue Aerith.
I think we have
So,
a
how are we supposed to get
fight
topside?
coming up.
With everything that's happened, the trains still aren't running.
Well, we could walk along the tracks.
The city's on high alert. All the...
Somebody has to have a spot for that. Somebody. Thank you. Good. No, wrong button.
roads and public transit have probably been locked down by now.
So what's the plan then? You know another way up?
No, but I think I know someone who might.
You mean Corneo?
Corneo? We owe him so much payback for dumping us in the sewers. Powder pedometer. Like 90% sure that there's a gang of people in this little arena. Oh, no, not right now. What? How does that happen? Did I miss it? Am I dumb? I've always got the dumb, so that's entirely possible.
My fellow grounders, listen up, because boy do I have some news for you!
So might as well drink.
The office must... So after bombing reactors 1 and 5, what do the eco-terrorists do? They go for the trifecta and take out Mako Reactor 7! Another attack by amateurs who don't care about collateral damage! The sky is falling, and Avalanche is to blame. But wait! Did you know Wutai is the one funding their activities? For all their claims about fighting for the slums, they're nothing more than pawns of Wutai, puppets dancing to the tune of their foreign masters. And that's the truth. Topside news delivered straight to your ears. That'll be 5 gil. 5 gil, come on.
Damn, man. Knew we couldn't trust Wutai to leave us alone.
It's the reactors. They want them, we got them.
Does this mean there'll be another war?
After what they've done, what choice do we have?
5 gil apiece, cough it up. The truth ain't free, you know.
We ain't no damn pawns of Wutai. I couldn't care less about the rest, but that shit...
No one will listen to us. There's no point in even trying. I'm sorry.
Hey, Tifa, listen. There's no room in this for regrets or what-ifs or any of that. All we can do is keep moving forward, keep following this path we chose. Wherever, so we can say we did all we could.
I know. But right now, instead of looking forward, you need to look around. Everyone here is terrified. So I'm asking you, don't. I know we're short on time, but let's try to help out wherever we can.
First thing is first. Before I do the dumb. I don't know why I just did that. Hmm. Oh, and she's got an extra spot now. Alright.
How far could they have gone?
Chadley!
Cloud, I'm glad to see that you're okay. In these trying times, I hope to develop new materia to help us endure.
Hey Chadley, you want to tell Cloud about the really cute girl you met? Still haven't done Fat Chocobo.
Cloud, I have come up with the most fascinating theory. Perhaps you can lend me your assistance in gathering data to test it? I have to tell you that I'm grateful for all of your help thus far. I've done it. I've developed a new materia.
Did you now? Oh, there we go.
I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions. I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information for my research.
Oh, now I'm supposed to drink actual water?
Tan will do you good. What's a little sunburn? Listen, I don't tan. I don't burn. I implode.
That's the first time anyone's used that other than me. Na. I have to make some more sound effects. I just don't know where to grab sounds from just yet. There, I have hydrated. I don't feel like fighting the Fat Chocobo.
All of your future battle intel submissions.
TV's so boring.
How far could they have... Oh, Cloud. Have you seen the kids around by any chance? I haven't seen them since they left to do their patrols. I knew I should have told them to stay inside today. If you do happen to run into them somewhere, could you tell them to come back right away? I can describe them if it'd help.
Don't worry. I'll know.
Just stay calm and wait here. You never know. They might come back on their own. Okay?
Yes. Of course. Thank you so very much.
Okay, so we definitely have at least one quest. So we have 3 quests, 6, 9 quests in this chapter. That's probably where I keep getting 9 from. I keep thinking, oh, there are 9 quests in this chapter. Alright, well, there are... I forget how many kids exactly. Is Moggy here? Can I buy stuff? Got plenty of Mog medals or Moogle medals. I hate the golden saucer music. Augie, can you please turn that off?
See you, Kupo.
I don't think I've ever seen that ring. Need that for one of the quests, so might as well buy that. That's about it.
Have a merry Moogle day, Kupo. You can do it! Come on!
I was never able to play the Metroid Prime series. Mostly because it always made me nauseous, because first-person games, for the longest time, did nothing but make me nauseous. I don't think any of the kids are down here. I don't know why I'm going this way. No children's up there. Run faster. Are there any children's down here? Parts of Smoggers. Nope. Slide controller. Or, okay. Go Google the song. I'll have to remember. I won't be able to do that during the stream because I try to focus as much on just doing the thing. And unfortunately, I do block links in chat.
Yeah, keep it up.
Sometimes I regret it. Move. Metroid dead. Alright. Red, not dead.
Hey, you! Cloud, right? Man, am I glad I caught you. Sam, he told me who you are. Said you're a merc, and a former soldier at that. Listen, I hate to ask, but we got a few runaway birds. Mind helping us find them? Poor things were so startled by that plate coming down, they just up and bolted. I'm sure they're around here somewhere, frightened and hungry. My poor birds.
Worried about them, huh? All right. I think we can help you out.
Oh, thank you. When you find them, feed them this. There's 3 missing all told, and their names are Coco, Lolo, and Momo. They'll come on home once they got some food in their bellies. Good luck. I'm counting on y'all.
Oh, we're finding all of the quests, alright.
It's you, my good merc.
And yes, I know my
Brilliant
English is
timing you
terrible.
have. Oh, hello there. It is a pleasure to meet you both. I'm a journalist for the Daily Buzz.
The Daily Buzz? You mean that trash filled with Shinra fluff pieces?
Well, yes, that's fair. But we do get a lot of inside information because of our close ties with the company. Curious? Here's the scoop. A certain division of Shinra, that shall remain nameless, was planning to seize Corneo's assets. But before they could, the key to his secret vault, within which his misbegotten gains were securely tucked away, was stolen. And my sources tell me that the thief is the Undercity's beloved hero, the Angel of the Slums! The unidentified bandit who's been targeting anyone with ties to Shinra or Corneo. Yes, that Angel of the Slums has struck again! Well, do I have your undivided attention now?
Only if you can tell me where I can get the key.
We don't have time for a 3-act play.
Then I'll make this quick. So, my good merc, you do remember where the Angel's hideout is, right?
Do you remember the death threat she left there?
Oh, that. I've decided to seek the silver lining in this case. If the Angel of the Slums deigns to take an interest in a humble reporter, then that itself would be a story.
What are you asking?
If you recover the stolen key, feel free to help yourself to the contents of Corneo's vault. All I want is knowledge, the identity of the Angel. So if you happen to learn anything of value, I'd be tremendously grateful to you if you passed it along.
I know who the Angel is, and I ain't telling you. Pretty soon here, I'm going to be too full of potions to be able to carry any more potions. What? Oh yeah, the kids.
Hey, Cloud.
Gotta be one of them lost kids.
Lost? Who said we were lost? Stupid old man.
What'd you say?
What are you doing out here? And where's everyone else?
Well, we saw a bunch of tombstones lying on the ground, so we decided to stand them back up. And then I heard laughing coming from somewhere, and when I turned around, everyone was gone. I was alone. That! I heard that, and everyone disappeared.
Heads up!
Not the right button.
I got your number.
Way to go, Cloud.
Allow me.
Thank you. I thought I didn't know that its weakness was fire.
Not good enough.
Ain't dead yet.
Ow. Hey, disappear. Really? How many crickets? What's with the sneaking up behind me? Yes. I don't think I have fire on anyone. Oh, never mind. actually kind of surprised the fire does more damage than the cure.
It's on you.
Guess it's my turn.
That's so not what I was trying for. Well, that didn't go over too well.
Bring it!
Gotta get your ass out of here.
There!
Suck on this. Yeah.
But Tifa doesn't have, that's why.
Come on!
No escape.
Give them hell.
All set!
Try me.
Really? Gotcha! Keep it up! Bring it! Yeah! Gotcha!
That's right.
Give him your all!
Guys!
Why are all the kids boys?
Look! Cloud's here too!
So why'd you kids come out all this way?
This is where our parents are. They're resting, but we wanted to say hi. Sometimes you just want to do that, you know?
I do.
Thanks so much for coming to find us. That's another one I owe ya. We're gonna head back to the house now. Ms. Foley is probably pretty worried.
Hey, Cloud, I found this on the ground. You should take it. I think it might come in handy.
Bunch of little smartasses. With
Alright.
good hearts.
Yeah. Alright. Wait, we just are plowing through the story. It's a Toki ball. Uh-oh. It's a wyvern.
Need my help, do you?
Not who I was trying to.
Bring it! Gotcha! No escape for you!
That's not gonna do anything.
This'll help! Gotcha! No escape! Come on! Down! This'll help!
No gravity. Through your gravity.
Heads up! No escape for you!
I don't have a magnify or extend or whatever on anybody. That's not what I was trying to do.
I'm not going out. Ha!
You just had to go up, didn't you?
Yeah, it's over.
Let's move, move, move!
Not so fast.
Oh, that's one chocobo down. What do you have? 30 minutes left. You can make it. Because if I let her OUT now, she'll want back in like 5 minutes.
Easy now. Don't overdo it.
Guess it's my turn. Is that all you got?
There we go. That's a little better use of that.
Keep those gloves up.
Sure thing, Coach.
Before I talk to you. I already did the hydrate. This is my water container. Only ever contains water. As I promptly spill it all over my face. Hey, picked up the thing. I picked up the thing.
Hey there, Merc. Brought some friends today, I see. Name's Murray. Cloud and me, well, let's just say we're recent acquaintances.
What are you doing here?
Same thing as you, if I had to guess. Hunting for Don Corneo's fortune.
Now how'd you know about that?
Well, there's nothing I love more than a good rumor. But I decided to fact-check this one myself. Hate to burst your bubble, but it's not here.
If the Angel of the Slums got to it first, then I'm guessing that guild is as good as gone.
Sounds like a reasonable assumption. But you know, that's not the rumor that's been making the rounds. Humor me real quick. A question. Hypothetically,
Not
if you did
toilet
manage
water.
to get your hands on this treasure, what do you think you would do with it?
Easy. Make sure the people of Sector 7 had the means to get back on their feet. That's what. We'd use that creep's fortune to better the lives of everyone down here.
Right. Back to this rumor. Word on the street says the Angel doesn't have the key. If you want the full story, talk to Kyrie. She may be young, but she knows everything about everyone. She's easy to spot, too. Striped stockings, big hat. Girl doesn't exactly fit in.
Where is she?
Oh, who knows? I'm too old to keep up with kids her age these days. You understand. Kyrie sticks out like a sore thumb. Look for striped stockings and a big old hat.
Yeah, we already met her. Also, I picked something up and I don't know what it was. I got distracted. You're back?
This won't take long.
Not at all.
I'll do
Okay, let's go. Bingo. Bring it.
Suck on this!
No escape for you. Gotcha. Ha. Bring it. This'll help.
Yeah, we didn't acquire Big Bertha's
Let's do this. Pushing it.
thing either. Oh, yes, we did. It only took us 2 attempts to get it. I think Kyrie is at church. And the breeze from the fan. Oh. Yes, we have air conditioning. No, it doesn't get run very often. It is 80 degrees in my bedroom.
Won't take long.
Gotcha.
With 52% humidity. Actually, wait, we did too. Scan these guys already. I know I have some gaps.
Sure thing, Coach.
I can always fill in said gaps in a new game plus. Hey! Hey! Oh. Okay.
Don't hold back.
You got it.
Did we ever get another weapon for you? I don't think we did.
Just like that, okay?
I gotcha.
Ain't no walking away from this.
You better run.
Yeah, we gotta give Coda treats.
It's over.
Coda. Enix wants to give you a treat. You want to come here and get a treat? You don't believe me. She doesn't believe me, guys. I dropped it. You gonna come here and get this? Come off. See, those treats are worthy of getting up to get, apparently. Dairy bones, not so much. She has decided those aren't any good anymore.
Hell yeah!
Maybe dial it back a little?
No, you gotta wait. You gotta wait, because if I... you just gotta...
Stupid.
Johnny? You got to wait. You will make it. Mama's made it. She hasn't got it up to go potty.
I haven't been to the office in days now.
I think she just abandoned me. Johnny, what are you doing?
Bro, Tifa! Damn, is it good to see you guys again.
I still want to know where he learned Cloud's
I'm
name.
in serious need of your expertise. Lend me a hand.
Fine. What?
Truth is, I'm trying to get out of town for reasons. Yeah, reasons. But the thing is, I got mugged. She took it all, man. I tried to chase her down, I really did. But she was real fast like. Man, what am I gonna do? This could be the end for old Johnny boy. I'm begging you, help me out. Come on, bro.
What'd she look like?
Bro! Hold on. Let me think. I want to get this right. She was a cutie, black hair. Pretty sure she was wearing a hat. And, oh yeah, she was wearing these striped stockings, too.
Kyrie?
Which way'd she go?
Toward the church, I think.
Okay, well that's where I wanted to go anyways.
I haven't been to the office in days.
What's the world saying?
I've got a sister who lives
Run! Hey, look, it's Kyrie. Except by the time I get around the corner here, she's gone. I totally need a better fan.
That's that. See ya. Nothing
I was
to it.
actually trying to break those. But hey, whatever. Should have another chocobo around here somewhere.
Show him no mercy!
Like you ever do. You're good at this.
Told you so.
Eventually, I am going to have to rework everybody's materia. That's 2 chocobos down. It's actually kind of funny now that I think about it, because I've been calling them Bokichos all stream. Not like this stream, but like the entire time I've been playing this game. And then Varnum shows up, and I'm like, I'm going to start calling them Chocobos.
What? It wasn't me. You've got the wrong girl. Never committed a crime in my life.
You Kyrie?
Kyrie? Who's that? Can't say I know her, but cool name.
Someone mugged our friend and took every last gil he had. Sound familiar?
Oh, that? Oh, I thought I was in actual trouble. Don't scare me like that.
Now I remember you. You're that chick. The one who was spreading lies in Sector 5.
Oh yeah, I did do that. Good times, good times. Hold on. I know you, Blondie. You're that merc everyone's talking about. Maybe my luck's not so bad. Shinra's after me. You've gotta help me.
Stole from them too, did you?
No. Well, yes, sorta. It's complicated. How was I supposed to know they were Shinra? And now those jerks won't leave me alone. Even though all I took was some ugly key. I mean, what's the big deal anyway?
Wait a minute. That was you?
Oh, great. So everyone's talking about it? Is this the end? Am I a dead woman? Do I have to go on the run? Leave Midgard forever and never look back?
Kyrie, please. Just give us the money you stole from our friend, would you? And the key while you're at it.
No way! You're gonna split the second I do! And then who will protect me? I can't handle this on my own!
We'll handle Shinra if you give us the key. Deal?
It's a deal. Right about now, those Shinra creeps should be hanging out at the Coliseum. They're waiting for a special match to start, starring yours truly. It's the talk of the town.
You're joking.
Oh, I won't be there. I'm not stupid.
It's a miracle you've managed to stay alive this long.
I'll take that as a compliment. Now run along and clean up my mess.
I love the name. I hate the girl.
You'll get your key once I know I'm safe.
The chocobo stop right here. You know what? I don't have all of the chocobos. I don't want to accidentally miss one. I don't remember where the third one is.
Don't hold back.
You got it.
Hence the I would rather fight these things all over again.
Nothing's gonna stop.
You would say that.
Got about 15 minutes. Probably can get us to the Coliseum.
That it?
Ooh, excuse me.
Carried me on his back the whole way.
We got this far.
And then once we're done for tonight, I'll let the upper OUT.
If I knew this was gonna happen, I would have shown up.
Not that she's much of a pupper. She's almost 10 years old.
Huh? Still no trains. Fantastic.
And then after that, I'll take care of uploading the episode to YouTube and doing the initial setup. I won't be able to cut out anything until after it does its initial processing on YouTube. But then once it does, then I can cut out the stuff that we need to cut out. I need to go talk to the doctor.
Thanks to that stupid plate, everyone's gonna.
Since I'm here. Doctor, give me the news.
What am I gonna say now? I know you. You're Aerith's bodyguard. I could really use her help. She always knew where to find the best herbs, and you haven't seen her, have you? I used up all my meds treating people injured when the plate fell, you see. I could make more, but not without those herbs.
So what do you need?
You mean you're willing to help me out? Oh, thank you. You'd be doing this town a huge favor. Here's a list of everything I'm looking for.
Let's see. Well, it would be really sweet if you guys would tell me what the components are.
I can whip up alternatives with the right ingredients. A couple of my patients were talking about a behemoth in some underground lab or something. Can't say I've ever heard of a lab like that before, though. Apparently, Aerith was looking after flowers elsewhere, not just at her house.
Okay, so we have to take care of the behemoth and get some flowers from another spot, which would be the church, which will be easier to do once we take care of the crap that Cheremisinov wants done. Should be a chocobo on the way. This one does not count because it's already been retrieved. Let's see. I think it's just inside the The little causeway over here. Aw, man, nothing. More treats for Coda. Oh, now I have to keep it back.
I won't lose.
You wipe these guys out real quick.
That's that.
Hell yeah!
Maybe dial it back a little?
No. No dialect back. We'll come over here. No. He's a good girl. He's got about 10 more minutes, okay? She is so patient with me.
Y'all don't have a chance.
Seriously?
All right, watch it learn. Get your ass out of here.
Let me handle this. Come on. Give it up.
Not bad.
I thought I remembered this chocobo being a lot closer than this.
You're dead. That'll do.
I should have gone with triple slash. It would have been dead right then and there. I swear, I remember the chocobo being on this causeway.
Should be easy.
Give your best shot.
Yeah, I'll do it. Nothing's gonna stop.
You would say that.
We'll put you in your place.
Yeah, what he said.
Alright. Barrett's always so happy to win. No, not your turn.
I got this.
Yeah, I'll do it. She hurts, don't it? Hope you don't mind if I'm counting on you.
Let's do this.
Would kill for a shower.
Well, it's not polite to kill people, Tifa.
Show 'em no mercy.
Like you ever do. Enough.
Why do I always do that?
And don't come back.
I want to get through this whole causeway and go backwards, back through it, and find. There it is.
I got your number.
No weaknesses.
Take the lead.
All right, watch and learn. Gotta hold. Bring it home.
I got
My turn. I'm ending this.
Ah!
Guess it's my turn. Boom.
Okay.
Check out. Sup now? You ain't getting out of this one. Hope you don't mind if I fill you full of holes. Give it all you got.
Come on.
Hang back. You're mine. Break yourself. No way.
Don't hold anything back.
Look it up.
My help, do you? Catch you sleeping?
Back in.
Gotta hold.
These guys don't actually have a weakness.
My turn.
It's over.
I forgot these things could do things like summon other, you know, members of their race or whatever you want to call them. Nobody is wearing a freaking enemy skill. Materia. That would have been an excellent place to earn an enemy skill. Really? You're not even bothering to use the hydrate. You just want me to just drink for free. Alright, that's all the water I've got. Alright,
Okay,
we have...
That makes 3.
We better check in at Sam's.
We might as well return to Sam's. Because that'll take us to Wall Market. And that's where we're gonna call it for the day.
There's the champ with a heart of gold. My babies are all back home, safe and sound. Now I can finally get back to the business of business. Thanks, partner. Here, y'all earn this. It's a pass that'll get you a ride on one of my carriages whenever you need it. Free of charge, of course. Not bad, am I right? Chocobos or something else. You can ride them, pet them, befriend them. What would we do without them? They're the reason a guy like me can keep a roof over his head in a town like this. And that's no lie.
Not allowed to end.
I wouldn't blame you for doubting that coming from me, but it is what it is.
Alright. I just realized that we were still on camera when I did that last little bit. That's okay. All it was Sam talking. I know. It's just Sam. Thanking us for saving his birds. Clara, you want to come over here? Come here, come give Mama a hug. You get Mama a hug? Mom wants a hug first. Oh, that was lame. I know. Come here, get this. See, you can have more when we come inside. All right, guys. Thank you very much for being here, Farnham. Thank you very, very much for the cheers. I appreciate it so much. I'll send you a text here in a little bit once I'm done letting the doggo out. Thank you guys. Sleep tight. Don't let the Fae bite. We'll see you on the next stream. Good night.